The M4 Aqua is the brand new handset from Sony. It's a device that is marketed towards the people who are requiring a dust-proof and a waterproof device, a mid-range phone with specifications to match, but not quite the price. We're going to be unboxing the brand new Sony Xperia M4 Aqua for you today. As you can see, the device basically just features the handset up front. It's a doppelganger of the Z3. To be honest, the design language of the box itself is very similar to what we've come to expect from the brand. Over at the back, you'll see the colors that it is available in, alongside some of the key features of the phone. That it supports Android, it has NFC built in, up to 2 days of battery life. It is Wi-Fi certified. There's an XMOR RS sensor, Clear Audio Plus. Just a lot of jargon up there. Over on the side, you'll have your standard ISB and IMEI numbers and not much else. So let's take a look at what are the box contents of this phone. Opening it up, the first thing that you really see here is the power adapter. Now the power adapter that's being bundled in with this phone is rated for just 850 milliamperes, which means that it's going to take quite some time to charge up this phone. Let's set that aside for now. Here we have the M4 Aqua itself. It comes in just a plastic wrapping. That's about it. There's no screen guard provided on the phone or provided in the box either. So that's the M4 Aqua. You've already seen our hands-on video, but we'll be talking more about this shortly. Let's take a look at what else is included in the box of the phone. So there's a standard micro USB cable. In addition to that, you get a couple of your standard documentation, which basically just talks about the startup guide, how to set up the phone on when you start it up for the first time, a bit of information about the warranty of the device, and not much else. So let's get into what you've really been waiting for, the device itself. The M4 Aqua has a 5-inch 720p display. It's a design that's very similar to the Xperia Z3. There's a micro USB port up here. This is not covered by a flap despite the phone being waterproof. There is a flap for the micro SD card slot though. Over on the right side, there is a central power button. There's a volume rocker below it, a camera button, which is very rare on Android phones these days. There's also a flap that covers the dual SIM card slots. Now, as you would have come to know from this, that this is a dual SIM phone. The phone also supports 4G LTE, which is very important given the increasing rollout across cities in India. So let's take a look at the boot up times on the phone. The Xperia M4 Aqua runs on Android Lollipop, that is Android 5.0. This is powered by a 1.5 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 processor. There's also 2 GB of RAM on board, which generally means that the performance should be quite satisfactory. That said, for the price point of about 25,000 rupees, you can get much better specifications these days from the likes of Xiaomi, OnePlus, and to some extent even HTC with their Desire 826 that gives slightly better specifications, or well, let's say performance. The phone does have a lot of bloatware on it, and that is reflected in terms of storage as well. Let's see more about that. So of the 16 GB of storage, there's just about 9.8 GB of storage available on the phone, so you'll definitely want to use that micro SD card slot to expand the storage. Once again, as we said earlier, the version of Android is 5.0, and the entire interface is customized by Sony. Performance is quite good, it's very nice and smooth. Our only issue here has to be the very large number of inbuilt applications. There's a 13 megapixel camera at the back, there's a single LED flash alongside it, and a 5 megapixel front facing camera as well. The camera module itself has a huge amount of features built into it. Everything from sound photo to a full manual mode, the superior auto mode that is highly recommended by Sony. There's also an AR effect mode that we've come to expect from the brand. This is basically just an augmented reality demo. We switch this on and you'll see that you can overlay dinosaurs or whatever else you want on any image. So as you can see, we just point the camera at our surroundings and you've got Tyrannosaurus Rex walking around. There's a volcano. This is something that we've seen on Sony devices for quite a few years now, so nothing extraordinary there. The display itself just a 720p panel, which is quite disappointing for such an expensive phone. That said, the panel is not bad at all, very nice, bright. The color rendition is very good, the contrast levels are great, and so are the viewing angles. But the phone is extremely glossy, both at the back and the front as well. It attracts a lot of fingerprints, which makes us doubt about the sunlight legibility of this display. The USP of the M4 Aqua is that it is both IP57 for waterproofing and IP67 rated for dust proofing as well. This basically means that you can take this out in the desert, or you can take it out in the rains or in the shower, and this phone will not get spoiled. This is very useful for people living in areas, for like example Mumbai, where you get a lot of rainfall and there is a lot of chances of your phone getting spoiled. Not so much the case in a city like Delhi. Beyond that, this basically just covers the quick impressions of the device, what is included in the device with the hardware, and what we really think about it at first glance. We'll be having a very in-depth review for you very soon. If you have any questions at all, please do let us know in the comment section. This was Dhruv Bhutani from Fonearena.com. Thanks for watching.